Tigers, Signs of Times Reports by Joby Milwee, April 7th, 24. It's Sunday evening, a little after 7 p.m. Mondays, solar eclipse path of totality may not be exact. What to do if you are on the edge. A new eclipse map projected a slight shift in the path of totality that may affect those at its edges. But fear not, NASA isn't changing its calculations. Here's what to know. It's by USA Today, published April 4th, 2024. Now, I already reported about this on the other channel, but we're seriously shadow banned. And I know people care. Everybody else is talking about it. A new map is projecting that the path of totality for Monday's solar eclipse may be narrower than experts previously believed. But if you're right on the edge of the path, don't go changing your plans just yet. Now, I heard in Buffalo, New York, they had canceled room reservations. And they had people had made the reservations back 2 years ago for this event. And there's already a video I made about how many millions of dollars the eclipse is supposed to bring in and all this and that. Because we're built on money. And that came through witchcraft and astrology. Okay. And last night I made some comments about Nostradamus and on the Israeli News Live channel with Stephen Ben-Nun. And I learned about the zodiac from Steve when it comes to Pluto's return. And that, our birth of our country was while Pluto was in its signing at 27 degrees Capricorn in the zodiac. And it returned to that position February 22nd of 22. When we didn't give, Ukraine didn't give an answer to Russia about joining NATO, and we've entered this conflict with our dollars, and that's what's going to sink your money because it's witchcraft. It's astrology, excuse me. Oof, that was hard to get off my chest. New amateur circumstances. New amateur calculations suggest that widely accepted path would be off by as much as just a few hundred yards. The potential shift in the eclipse path is so minuscule, in fact, that NASA's spokesperson told the Detroit Free Press that the U.S. Space Agency won't be making any alterations to its own calculations. Damn it, Natalie, you're messing up Papa. Here, let me get the kitty out of the way. Be a good baby. So even if the new calculation is more accurate, it's unlikely to matter much for most of the millions of sky gazers who hope to witness the first total solar eclipse in North America in 7 years. Still, there are some things you should know if you a teetering on edge of the total solar eclipse path. Now, I left some comments about Nostradamus and Israeli News Live channel with Stephen Ben-Nun, like I was mentioning, and people's up there saying that he wasn't a prophet. Ever since Donald Trump was president, it seems like we all know everything, and we're all just trying to be a billionaire. Who cares if Nostradamus, what he was? He's the end times prophet that really was about 80% accurate when it comes to calling predictions. The country will be broken into two after the Great American Eclipse. We got the New Madrid shaking, and we're going to have the San Andreas shaking. And then we got Yellowstone in between that. So I would get prepared. I would think that, there's a lot of rhetoric about the Mississippi River, okay? And the country becoming into two pieces, okay? Just think about that. I mean, it's a possibility. And I would respect for Nostradamus for what he had put down in 1555, I believe it was, in his quatrains. He was very accurate, young man. He actually did some witchcraft with the new bubonic plague vaccines and medicines, and he studied for that. And he also was an astrologist. And I take a lot of pride in I've been trying to find that quatrain. It's been the Mandela effect, guys. It's been removed. Okay. The new eclipse calculations come courtesy of John Irwin, a member of the team of amateur astronomers analyzing the central event for the Besselian elements. According to the group's website, Irwin re-examined the eclipse path with adjustments that account for the topographic elevation both around the limb of the moon and the surface of the Earth. These new calculations have slightly shifted the solar eclipse path of totality, which may raise some alarms. Just days before a 115-mile wide eclipse passes from southwest to northeast over portions of Mexico, United States, and Canada. Here's a really nice swoop of it. At least it takes it off of Eagle Pass, huh? With that red heifer situation. And that's going to be between the 10th and the 22nd of April, I think it is. And Ramadan and all that. I mean, it's time to be alive right now, man. To hell with trying to point at who's right or wrong. Let the Lord Father do his work. If Irwin is correct, some places, including several cities in Ohio, may now miss out on totality, while other places, including some additional cities in Texas, may now experience it. But don't fret too much. Not only is it new analysis, not yet peer-reviewed, but NASA told the Free Press, part of the USA Today network, that its predictions have not changed. However, NASA spokesperson Terrian Doyle acknowledged a tiny but real uncertainty about the size of the sun could lead to a narrower eclipse path. We love it. We care about it. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. The red lines show between represent the original path of totality, while the orange lines show the path updated with Irwin's new data. Okay, here we go. It's going to be coming up here. While we can click on the embedded map to see the details, Forbes identified 15 areas whose place of path may have been altered in some form. Your best bet, just be safe. There's art about witnessing totality should move as far into its projected shadow away from the edges as possible. Traveling toward the center of the path of totality, even 8 mile or two, will quickly increase the length of totality for that people can see, Doyle told the Free Press. They're also going to fire 3 rockets in between the moon and the sun during this event, okay? NASA is. Hundreds of cities in 13 states are on the path of totality for this year's total solar eclipse, which for those in the United States will begin in Eagle Pass, Texas, at the end in Lee, Maine. You won't want to miss it, as this is the last such eclipse in North America till 2044. And don't forget, while a total solar eclipse offers sky gazers a rare opportunity to witness and the display with the naked eye, solar eclipse glasses are still needed until it's safe to do so. Certified solar eclipse glasses are crucial for spectators to avoid the sun's retina damaging rays. We love you. We care about you. We're out.